So here are your first two chords on the guitar. The first one's called a G, and it looks and sounds like this. And the second one is a G7, and it looks and sounds like this. Okay, so before we move on, please understand that I'm only strumming the first four strings at the bottom here. This one, second, third, fourth, and I am not strumming the two strings up here. I'm skipping them, so I'm strumming from there down. Okay? So whether you use a pick or your fingers, you should only strum the four strings at the bottom of your instrument. Okay? So here's that G chord. I'll show you a close-up. Here's my guitar fingerboard. And you have these boxes called frets. And I'm going to use my third finger, my ring finger, in this third box in the third fret. Now you want to curve your finger a little bit, see, like that. Don't have it flat like this. Curve it like this, okay? And use the very tip of the finger. And when you go inside the fret, don't go in the middle or on that end. Go far away from the headstock, as far away as you can, without sitting on the actual metal fret, but you want to go to the end right there. So here's my G chord. Third finger, ring finger, pushing down on the first string in that third box or the third fret, and give it a good squeeze, and it should sound like this. Okay, you can try that a few times. Here's my G7 chord. Again, my fingerboard, index finger in this first box, the first fret, on the first string. And again, you want a little curve in there. Don't put it down flat. Use the tip. And I'm doing this just to show you, but you want to keep your fingers open like this, okay? And again, I'm strumming four strings only. And here's the G7. Okay? So the way you want to practice these, you want to strum the chord 4 times, then take your hand off, and then find it again. Like so. Watch. Hand off, find it again. Hand off, find it again. And the same thing with the G7. Find it, strum it 4 times. Hand off, find it again. Hand off, find it again. Okay, now when you're comfortable doing that, and by the way, if you hear a buzz when you strum like that, like a muffled sound, that usually means that your finger is not pressing down hard enough. And you know, when you first play the instrument, your fingertips might hurt a little bit. So that's going to take some time to get used to. The pain will go away eventually. But you have to make sure you push down hard enough, or you'll get a buzz like this, or a muffled sound. So then you get that kind of sound. That means that the fingers are not pushing down hard enough. So when you are comfortable playing G and G7, you should play them together, changing back and forth like this. Watch. Okay, and if you have a hard time switching at first, maybe you can try this. Strum G 4 times. Take a little time, find the next chord, G7. Take a little time, find G again. And then you eventually want to be able to do this. So those are the first first two chords that you can try, and take your time with them, and don't be too quick about moving to the next chords. Take all the time you need before you move to your next two chords.